Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 249. The noun phrase today is a fool's errand. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot? Do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone describes a task, project, a search for something, etc. as a fool's errand, it means it is likely to end up being a waste of time. Or something that has little to no chance of being successful or advantageous. The word errand by itself refers to a small task of going to get something, deliver something, buy something. Yeah, especially things that you have to do, like if you had to go to the post office and mail a letter, or go pay a bill, or maybe pick up some milk from the grocery store or something along that line. These are the things that we typically think of are errands. So you could run an errand for somebody, or you could do your own errands. Okay, all right, let's continue. There are a couple of theories to this origin. The first is that it came about as a way of playing tricks on someone, slow, their brain is slow, or feeble-minded, maybe like somebody that's, slightly mentally challenged. All right, let's continue. A second theory is that a fool's errand derived from an earlier phrase called a sleeveless errand, okay, which had nearly the same meaning in the 18th century. It used to mean futile, that if somebody was on a sleeveless errand, it was a futile, kind of also a waste of time, or of no use or importance. Okay, good. And we have 4 examples to show just how we might use this. Here's the first one. During the California gold rush, in the 1800s, many people flocked to California to strike it rich, giving up their jobs and interrupting their lives. For most, it ended up being a fool's errand, since only a very small percentage found enough gold, basically, to make it worth their time. So for most of them, they just wasted a lot of time, wasted a lot of money, and then it ended up being a fool's errand, and they didn't really get anything. All right, number 2. Waiting on long lines and auditioning for American Idol when you truly have no talent is nothing more than a fool's errand. Now, if you really think you are very good, and even those, to be honest, some of those people really did think they are very good, but quite a few of them really were not. But anyway, we would say this is a fool's errand. All right, number 3, Hitler's decision to try to take over Russia and conquer Russia during the winter ended up being a fool's errand and became the turning point of the war. Yeah, actually was winning all before this. But, in history, a lot of countries have tried to conquer Russia. Russia, first of all, was way too big, and the winter was much, much too harsh. Many soldiers end up freezing to death, never mind fighting. Even though Hitler's army still did pretty well, I think they killed a lot more Russians than Russians killed Germans, but Russia was too big, the population was too large, and the winter is almost impossible to do this task. So it ended up being kind of a fool's errand for him to do this, and could be one of the main reasons that, Hitler did not win World War II. All right, number 4 here. When King Arthur sent his knights out to find the Holy Grail, it turned out to be a fool's errand. Remember, the Holy Grail, that was supposed to be the cup that Jesus had at the Last Supper. And when his kingdom was collapsing, he thought this was only one of the only things that could save it. And he sent a lot of knights out to find it, and basically told them never to return until they found it. And a lot of them just never returned because they never found it. It's almost like searching for something that's impossible to find. All right, well, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it's informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.